Good afternoon, and welcome to our FT live discussion on making the pharma biotech industry more people-centric. My name is Jamie Smyth, and I'm the US pharmaceutical correspondent for the Financial Times. People-centered care has become an important theme over the past decade, as patients have been empowered to take charge of their own health rather than remain passive recipients of services. This concept is now being adopted by the pharma and biotech industries. To discuss this and introduce a panel discussion on the topic, I'm joined by Betul Unaran, Chief Strategy and Digital Officer of the Zur Rose Group, Europe's largest e-commerce pharmacy. Betul is ideally placed to talk to the theme, as she worked previously as Novartis, where she headed up the group's digital medicines business. Betul, thank you for joining us this afternoon. Can I start by asking you to explain what are the key changes in the healthcare environment that have taken place which are enabling a more people-centered approach?
Thank you, Jamie, for the great introduction, and it's a great pleasure to be here today. In the past years, and especially during the pandemic, we all realized how fast healthcare systems have been changing. There has been a high demand for new healthcare ecosystems, consumerization, digital disruption, reimagining healthcare, artificial intelligence, democratizing healthcare, IoT, and patient journeys. All these buzzwords that we have been talking about and hearing about in healthcare. From my perspective, the real question is, what do they actually mean and how feasible are they? Are we at the right moment in time to leverage all of this to transform healthcare? If we step back and look at the different innovations we use each day, they were once considered impossible until someone came and proved the opposite. It wasn't possible to have all the information of the world in one place until it was with Google. It wasn't possible to have all the accommodation of the world in one place until it was with Booking.com and Airbnb. And it hasn't been possible so far to manage every aspect of our health in one place. Not yet. And I hope and I believe that soon we can say until it was for healthcare as well. And what has changed in the healthcare environment to enable this transformation? And if you look at the innovation in healthcare, it has more than doubled life expectancy during the last century. And this brought some challenges, of course, with it. 1 out of every 3 individuals has a chronic condition, and half of them have multiple, mainly due to aging and changing lifestyle. And we also see that data and digital are reshaping the healthcare environment with close to 500,000 apps on the App Store, 11 billion IoT devices expected to reach to 50 million over the next decade. And COVID-19 has also accelerated digital health adoption considerably. For example, telemedicine usage increased 5-fold in Europe and 8-fold in Asia. We have challenges, momentum, and many digital innovations, and maybe too many becoming available to us. And the reality is, people are now demanding convenient, accessible, seamless, personalized, and contactless health experiences, health journeys. And we have all what we need at hand to make it happen. But this doesn't mean also committing the mistakes of the past and replicating an online version of the existing healthcare system, which has been siloed, fragmented, and difficult to navigate for people. So now is the time to reshape healthcare from scratch, connect the dots, connect health solutions into journeys and experiences to empower people to better manage their health.
Thanks, Betul. And so, can you give me some of examples of the most successful people-centric health solutions, maybe that can give a bit of inspiration to people who are watching this?
Yeah, absolutely. While many healthcare systems have been slow in adopting the transformation, we see some great examples across the globe. For example, if you look at the US, the Teladoc Health Company with Livongo has the ambition to enable global access to whole person care with their virtual care delivery solutions and programs tailored to diabetes, hypertension, prediabetes, and weight management, combining telehealth technology apps and coaching solutions. And we also see that there are smaller startups, for example, Calibrate and 9am Health, pursuing a similar disruptive approach, combining approved medications with technology to help improve healthcare outcomes for people living with obesity and diabetes, respectively. When we look at Asia, there is an impressive example of a healthcare ecosystem with Tencent reaching billions of people with different solutions they have: WeChat, WePayment, the medical information bank, mini health programs, and e-medical insurance cards, health recourse, and numerous third-party solutions. When we look at Europe, we see that Germany has seen the need for digital transformation and paved the way for prescribing and reimbursing digital solutions, the so-called DIGAs, for a range of conditions, including obesity, mental health, diabetes, migraine, and MS as examples. And there are currently more than 20 of them approved with attractive price points between 200 and 750 euros for a 90-day treatment, and most of them are around 500 euro level. And last but not the least, in this fragmented and diverse European environment, we as Rosa Group are working on bringing the European healthcare ecosystem to life. We have set a vision and strategy to create a world where everyone can manage their health in one click, in one tap, under one single trusted healthcare brand, Doc Morris. To achieve that, we are connecting our consumer base with more than 12 million active customers and 250 million visits with our own technology assets, the biggest online pharmacy and marketplace platforms in key European markets, the biggest telemedicine provider in Germany, Teleclinic, other technology assets, with other top-class partners to bring health journeys to life. And we start with focus on top 10 chronic conditions. We are collaborating with Novo Nordisk for obesity, Roche Diabetes Care for diabetes, and other technology players. And we bring different players, including big pharma, big tech, insurances, digital players, and regulators to create the most impactful journeys. All these examples show that leveraging technology, data, and collaborations to reshape healthcare has a tremendous potential. Around the world, the time is right for this transformation.
So, what does it take to make people-centric healthcare, really happen? And what are the success factors for the future of healthcare?
We need to address some critical dimensions right as an industry to be able to bring the treatments, the best-in-class treatments, solutions, players, and technologies together to shape the people-centric healthcare. And first of all, it is about trust. It is about bringing medically valid, proven, effective treatments in one objective and trusted place for health. That's really critical. And secondly, it's about genuine people focus, better lives, empowered through convenient, personalized, and seamless health experiences fitting individuals' specific condition and needs. Thirdly, data and analytics, enabling personalization, a continuous understanding of impact on lives and changing preferences and needs. Next is technology, constructing an architecture that frame, enable, and orchestrate the different components of the health journeys in a seamless way. And last but not the least, collaborations, connecting our expertise and best-in-class solutions to empower new innovations feeding into individual journeys, all coming together in one place, in one ecosystem. Let us have a look at how it all can come together. Can we please play the video?
What is the most important thing in life? We believe the most important thing is to live it, to dream big, and to make life a little easier for everyone. We're already in the middle of it. Every new technology offers new opportunities to improve our lives. This also applies to our health, because our health system should be there for us, not the other way around. Do I really have to leave the house these days just to have my doctor tell me to lie down? Healthcare doesn't have to be complicated, or confusing. In a modern world, health management makes our lives easier and gives us time. Time for the important things that make us feel alive. Health has always been a highly individual matter. When we join forces, a simpler access to health for all people is already in our hands. Let's discover all our opportunities and develop them further together so that our healthcare focuses on us.
Yeah, Jamie, as we see, the people-centric healthcare is really about personalization and seamlessness. And if we take different people, different personas, the experiences should look different. And if you take, for instance, as an example, a person who has diabetes and obesity, this person can get connected to her specialist or the community in one click, share feelings, experiences, her health information, as well as information about her diet and physical activity at any moment in time. She can have a continuous glucose monitor, calculate her bolus on an app which is connected to her insulin pen. So that's the experience for this person. And if you take another person, mother of two, she can get connected to her pediatrician in one click whenever she needs, during the night, during the weekend. She gets immediate access to online prescriptions and meds delivered through an online pharmacy. So we are really talking about not curing and treating diseases anymore. It's about empowering people to live their lives to the fullest with the solutions that are personalized for them, meeting their needs, with individualized and seamless health journeys at their fingertips in one place. It is about bringing healthcare to our homes and, better said, to our lives. And I believe that with this approach that we are discussing, joining our forces, bringing the different innovations together in seamless and personalized ways, we are one step closer to our vision for healthcare, a vision of a future where healthcare is following the individual and not the other way around.
We've only got literally a minute left, but I just wanted to ask you this one very quickly. So we've talked a lot about the changing healthcare context. How have the pharma and biotech companies done? Have they been as quick to adapt to this people-centered approach?
Well, pharma companies play a key role in making the people-centric healthcare happen. And it's a journey. We are still on the journey with pharma companies in medtech. And it's still very critical for pharma companies to embed people-centricity across their value chain, from research, development, to manufacturing and commercialization with help of data and digital. And this is going to enable us to get closer and closer to more personalized and effective treatments. And we see examples of decentralized trials, combination of molecules with digital solutions, as we have seen with Breezhaler from Novartis and Propeller Health. But I believe the bigger question is, how can pharma broaden their role and think about bringing treatments and medications in different ways into people's lives, and also think about how they can combine treatments and experiences with collaborations.
Thank you, Betul. And now I'd like to pass you over to join a panel discussion, which will be moderated by Vicky Levy of Deloitte. Thank you.
Thank you, Jamie.